Hey everybody, this is Spine Pressing, and I've got for you 3 affordable key comics and where to buy them right this second, and 1 FOMO. So stay tuned. So the first book on my list for you to go out and find right now is Spawn number 9. And this is the first appearance of Angela, who turns out to be Thor's half-sister. I think we were almost going to see this character played in Thor Love and Thunder by Lena Headey, who played Cersei in Game of Thrones, but that actress was cut out of the movie. I think they will bring her back. That is my hope. And you can see this movie, this book spiked probably on speculation that Angela was going to be in Thor Love and Thunder, and it's dropped considerably, and now it's sort of leveled off. You can see this is the readings for a 9.6, and a 9.6, the highest it went for was right around $288, and right now fair market value is about $48 for a 9.6. So let's look and see what we could do in terms of finding this book in the wild. So I've pulled up Zap Kapow Comics. I am a subscriber. I like the service. You only pay $24 one time, and that's it, and you get updates on raw values of comics. I do think the one drawback with the site is the values tend to be a little on the low end. And in this case, you can see right here a high-grade copy of Spawn number 9. Zap Kapow says it's about $15. So I personally think this book is worth more, but let's go and see what we can find out there in the wild. So here is a copy of Spawn number 9 on Mercari, and it is for sale from a seller named Jim Truss. And I'm going to include the link to this book down in the description, and you can follow it. He wants $11 for this copy, and this book I think is in pretty good shape, so let's take a look at it in detail. There's some issues that I've noticed right here along the spine.
840.
There's a little bit of something right there, and so I might ask this person for a little bit better copy. You can see at the top there's a little bit of waviness in the book, but if you can press a book or you're willing to send it to a presser, I think this book has tremendous potential to pick up. The corners look great, and like I said, there's just only some issues right in this area here. I don't think there's any color breaking spine ticks or any type of ticks. Now on the back, the issues that I notice are along the spine, and you can see some color loss. This area at the top, you can see more evidence of the waviness in the book, so it needs a press. And there's a little bit of what looks like a little bit of wear or color loss along the spine. Now for $11, I think this is a great deal. You probably could get this one for $3 to $4 less by throwing an offer out there. But hey, if you don't like this copy, I'd say take a look at this one. Here's one right now on Facebook. And this one I think is fabulous. It's a $14 book. It looks like it's in fantastic shape. So this book can be found by looking for John Estrada. He's the one that's selling it. And I think this price, $14, is an excellent price. So let's take a look at the book in a little more detail if we can. So I like to look at the corners and the edges. Edges look really tight, and you can see the contrast with the edges on the backer board very easily. It looks excellent. Might be a slight issue on this upper right hand corner, but bottom corners look great. I've noticed a little something here, so you might ask for a higher resolution photo of that area along the spine, the upper spine. But all in all, this book looks tight, and I would certainly pick this one up in a heartbeat if I were you, if you don't own a copy of it already. So those are 2 great copies that are available to purchase right now. One on Mercari, one on Facebook. Let's take a look at the next book. And the next book is Batman 408. This is sort of like the poor man's first appearance of Jason Todd. And I'm telling you, the Red Hood is the real deal. If you haven't watched any of the cutscenes or any of the video work that they've got from Gotham Knights, whether you like the Gotham Knights storyline or not, the Red Hood is a badass, and he's gonna be a top tier DC character. And now that James Gunn has taken over as the head of the DC cinematic universe, you wait. these undervalued DC books are going to skyrocket in value. So this one I think is a good pickup. It's the first appearance of Jason Todd since I don't know, what do you call it, the Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's not his true first appearance, but hey, for the price, let's take a look at this one and see what copies are out there that we can get. So be careful in looking for this book. There is a second printing of this book, and you can identify it by taking a look at the price white box in the upper right hand corner. The issue 408 is much larger. It's kind of a large sized 408, and so you want to find one that has kind of a small font 408. So a high grade copy's right around $24 for this book raw. So the one I recommend you pick up is this copy, $12. It's on Mercari. The seller is Hidden Gems. So this is definitely a first printing of this book. And let's take a look at a zoomed in close-up version. They only have a few photos of it and they don't really zoom too well. So corners look pretty good. This book itself, to me, looks like it might be a high-grade copy. I don't see really anything along the spine. Some spine ticks. I don't see anything there. This is one that, hey, if you're thinking about getting, the back looks fantastic. This would be definitely worth your time to ask the seller for a better resolution photo. I think that's why this book is still for sale. $10, I think you could easily walk away and pick this one up for $10, maybe even less. But the back looks great. Spine looks great. Might be in need of a little bit of a cleaning on the back. But all in all, I think this is a great copy and I really recommend it. Pages look pretty good on the inside. The interior pages look like they could be slightly off-white to white pages. Not really sure. So again, limited photographs of this book. I think this is definitely worth a shot at for $12 plus shipping. Take a look at this seller, Hidden Gems. I think this is a hidden gem that you could pick up and pick up a good key copy of a modern Jason Todd. I think a great book to pick up to add to your collection is Spiderman number 12. This is the iconic kiss between Miles Morales and Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, and I really believe that we're going to see this either in the Into the Spider-Verse cartoon animated film, or if they bring Miles and Spider-Gwen into the MCU, we're going to see this as well, this image from this cover. So this book I think is going to explode in value once that happens, and I think it's a great pickup for you. So fair market value on a graded 9.6 is right around $110. So not a lot of value in this book yet, but I think it will explode in value like I said. So let's take a look at what we should be expecting for a raw copy. A really top-notch, high-grade copy, you should be looking to spend around $25 according to Zap Kapow. Now, that seems a little on the low side, but I think that's a pretty good number. Here's why. So we've got a copy here right now on Mercari for $35 plus shipping. The seller is Cav Comics, and they've sold a few books, so they've got a little bit of experience, and they've got a number of badges on Mercari as being a reputable seller. So I think this is a good book that you could definitely take a chance on and come back with a pretty a nice copy. Corners look great. Edges look great. This book looks like a 9/8 candidate. Here's some shot of the spine. The spine looks great. No spine ticks. No excessive wear along the spine. Even in the darker areas, the spine looks really healthy. Again, same thing with this image. The spine itself looks good. A little bit of an issue here. Not quite sure what that is. I'd like to see that, maybe a little bit better resolution picture. But for $35 asking price, I think this is a great deal because I think you can get it for less. I think this is one that you could probably walk away with maybe picking it up for $30 plus the shipping. So I think this is a great book to add to your collection. It's going to increase in value tremendously if and when this image appears in the animated show, and I think it will. So here's the FOMO book for this week, and it is Marvel Presents Bloodstone number 1. Obviously, Werewolf by Night was phenomenal. If you have not seen that show on Disney Plus, It is well worth your time. It's probably the best thing that Marvel has done in Phase 4, and maybe the best thing that Marvel has done, period. So, spoiler warning, this issue has the first appearance of Ulysses Bloodstone, and in the Disney show Werewolf by Night, he's dead and in a coffin. But this book has jumped a lot because of the popularity of the show, and right now I think a 9.6 is going for about $280. So it would be great to get a book that could possibly get that high with a clean and press. So let's take a look at what a raw copy, what we should expect to pay for a raw copy. So you can see here, Zap Kapow, and it's amazing. This was like a dollar bin book about a month ago or 2 months ago, is saying that a high-grade copy should go for about $40 raw. So the book I recommend to you is this one for $31 on eBay. It's being sold by Value Guy Comics. He sold over 3,000 books, and he even has the ability for you to make an offer. So you probably can get it for a few dollars less. But again, this book's pretty hot because of the FOMO. Let's see if we can get a little bit better look at this book. So here we go. So as you can see, corners look tight, the top edge looks great, and the spine looks phenomenal. So do the staples. Look at that. Staples look great. Look at the evenness of that white strip along the spine. There is that one issue that I noticed in the bottom right corner, that they've even got it kind of folded over. So who knows? Most likely that is color breaking. So you're probably not looking at a 9.6. This is probably maybe an 8.5. Maybe you could get it pressed and cleaned and get it up to a 9.0. I'm not sure, or more. It's kind of a crapshoot. But the back looks great. No issues with the corners. I do see some questions like, what is that right there on that left side? Can you see it? Is there a chunk missing from the book? I'm not sure. It could be just a bad image, but this is probably one that if you're serious about picking it up, ask the seller for some more images of the book. So if you want to get sucked into the FOMO, personally, I would wait on this book. I think it's going to drop as we get further away from Werewolf by Night and people start to forget this book more. Personally, the book that I'm looking to try to pick up is the first Elsa Bloodstone. And she was also in Werewolf by Night. But who knows where they're going to go with her character? Are they going to have the Midnight Suns? Are they going to do anything with these characters? I don't know. But the series itself was great. Hey, let me know in the comments below what you thought about those books that were featured in today's video. Don't forget about my 150 subscriber giveaway right here. Click this video to learn more about it. Thanks for tuning in today, everybody, and happy hunting.